Now, is this your first tour of the States?
It is actually. It's the first time we've been to the States. We just come off of the tour, like a stateside tour, a small town tour with The Ghost Inside and For the Fallen Dreams, which was about 3.5 weeks long. We played mainly sort of small towns and everything. And it was really good, man. Like, we had a good reaction. Like, I wasn't expecting half the reaction we got. Kids knew our songs, and like, it was just, I was really super stoked. I'm just stoked to be in America, man. It's the first time we've ever been here, and never thought I'd be in a band, or we would be in a band which would ever do something like this, come to America, tour after tour after tour.
Now, can you talk for a second about I guess the latest disc, Ignorance Never Dies?
Ignorance Never Dies. Yes, that was, well, it was released last year, and Earache have released it out in the States. It's definitely a progression for us. We all have different influences, and I think this album combined all those influences together. We've got fast-paced songs, we've got heavy songs, we've got slightly poppier sounding songs. We just want to try and diversify. We want to move on from the typical sort of ignorant hardcore, some bands sort of like the Brain Dead, sort of just typical thing. We want to do something we enjoy playing, and I think with that album we're starting to move in the right direction, really, for us.
Now, what about the bass and drums tracks? I know that caught a few people by surprise.
Yeah, well, we always like the sort of dirty sounding bass. Our bass player uses a Sanzam, and a lot of recordings use a lot of clean bass, but we wanted to be quite bass prominent, have the bass as its own instrument, instead of just supplementing the bottom end of the sound. And Telby, our drummer, he's a pop punk drummer at heart, but he's so, again, he's so diverse. He can play anything, and I think with that combination, the sound, it just really boosted it. The album, I think it's very different sounding to a lot of hardcore albums which have been released, and metal albums which have been released right now.
Now, what are the challenges of being in Your Demise? I mean, it seems like members come and go, and there's a lot of ex-members out there.
There are. The thing is, with the band, the lineup right now with our new vocalist Ed is the most solid lineup. We actually feel now that this is Your Demise. There's not going to be any changes. This is the final lineup. I feel comfortable being in the band now. We all feel comfortable. We all have, we're actually just good friends now, instead of just knowing each other before with previous lineups. We feel like we're just a group of best friends who we just have a good time, and we're on the same wavelength. We love playing, we love writing.
Now, what do you guys do when out on tour? I saw you had an Xbox competition.
We did yesterday, yeah. Earache, to promote us being in the States and that, had a competition for kids to come on play Xbox with us, Call of Duty, and also Chat Roulette, which is a website where basically you're on your webcam and you just it's basically like roulette. You don't know who you're going to end up chatting to. You just keep clicking next. Okay. Yeah, it's really cool, man. It's going to be the next big thing, supposedly.
Now, what do you think of band comparisons? I mean, I know you guys get a lot of comparisons to Comeback Kid, Enter Shakira.
They're actually, funnily enough, they're all bands we've played with and are all very good friends with. Enter Shakira are from a similar area to where the band started from, St Albans, and they helped us out a lot. They took us on sort of a UK tour, a big sort of they were headlining a big headlining tour, 5,000-6,000 capacity venues, and that really broke us into a new market. Same with Comeback Kid. We were seen as the tough guy band as such, and again, Comeback Kid's audience is slightly different to what we were used to, and I think playing with different bands kind of broadens your fan base as such.
Now, being from Brooklyn, what was it like touring with Biohazard?
Man, like it was a dream come true. Like myself and Stu, we listened to Biohazard when we were younger, and like as soon as that came up, it was the best thing. Those guys are awesome, like to hang out with. They actually hang out, man. Like I was expecting, they might be big rock stars, they might be like really egotistical, they wouldn't give it like shit about us. But like we went to bars and clubs with them and hung out. They're just like awesome dudes, man. And just seeing them like play Punishment every night was on the encore was probably one of the highlights of that tour, man.
It must have been great. Last question now, what was the deal with that Oz Gets Tasered video?
Well, basically we were in a venue and there was a Nazi skinhead, which he had a swastika on the back of his head, he'd just come out of prison and he had a taser on him. And the guys noticed it, and like they know I like trying like different things. I do like ridiculous things sometimes. I've been pepper sprayed in the past, like because I wanted to see what it felt like. So it's the same deal with the taser. And we asked this guy, like Stu asked the guy if like he could taser me, just because I wanted to see what it was like. And so it happened. It's all on the internet on our YouTube, yourdemise.tv, and. It was an experience. I'll tell you what, I would rather be tasered than pepper sprayed. Pepper spraying was the worst. Tasering, it hurts for a minute, but then that's gone.